Welcome to my channel. My name is Priska, and today I want to show you a luxury gift guide unlike anything you've seen before. In this video, I want to analyze expensive luxury products to see what we can learn from them and then apply those lessons to find more affordable alternatives that are still high quality. We'll look at jewelry, handbags, clothes, boots, and more. The last item is the most expensive of all, so watch until the end if you're curious. I'm going to look on here as we analyze those items. And this is actually the piece that kick-started this whole video for me, that it intrigued me. It made me curious. I was advertised this Chanel makeup case and I thought it was gorgeous, but for $2,500 or full price $3,800, I think we can find something similar. But let's look at the Chanel case. So anytime you're buying a top tier designer piece like Chanel, you're paying for that branding. And while Chanel does tend to hold its value and even increase in value, making it an actual investment, it means you can't actually use the piece because otherwise you have to get it repaired from your general use of it. So let's look at this makeup bag. It's a leather top handle, caviar leather, which is something that's just signature to the Chanel house. It means it's not a smooth leather, which means that it's not going to get scuffed as much, which is really nice when you have a train case, something that is going to be transported and used quite a bit. Now this is used and it says it's in very good condition, minor indentations at base, light scratching at interior, and light tarnishing to hardware. And they show the pictures of the actual item rather than stock photos, so you can kind of see if this is something that you're interested in. However, the reason why this item intrigued me so much is because I know there's a similar item on Leatherology, and I'm not saying that it's a knockoff, but it certainly looks similar, and I know Chanel invented this. So this is a train case from Leatherology, and I have a few pieces from Leatherology. They have such good quality without the designer branding and some of the design wow factor to it. But honestly, this is a gorgeous piece and something I would certainly be happy to receive. It says it's full grain leather. The leather is supple and it smells like leather, which I love. And it says inside it has a water resistant lining, including elastic and mesh pockets. That's different from the Chanel bag, which has a leather lining. One of the distinguishing features of the Chanel case is that it has the interlocking C logo, which is a big part of what you're paying for. And with this Leatherology case, you can actually put your initials like your own logo, which I think is even more personal and lovely. And I think that makes such a beautiful gift. And I can tell you their quality, it's gonna last you a very long time. I think this is a really good option as a designer dupe. The next makeup case I want to show you is the luxury version of the makeup case that I have. Now this is a Louis Vuitton cosmetic pouch and it's $570. The thing that gets me about Louis Vuitton and why I don't consider it something that I would necessarily want is that this isn't leather. It's supposed to look like leather, but it's actually a canvas. What do they call it? Their monogram canvas. And I just think if you're going to pay $570 for an accessory like this, you better give me some leather, okay? So the dupe I have for this was actually gifted to me by Quince. Just to be upfront, they are not sponsoring this video. This video is unsponsored, but it was gifted to me. And I think that this is such a rich quality for such a low price. But if you look at the Louis Vuitton bag, which is not even leather, versus this one, which is a 100% top grain Italian leather, and you get two of them for $70. I mean, I think it's just a no-brainer. This would make a really great gift, but you have to know the color that someone would like. Now, if it's something that you would want, add that to your wish list because you're going to love it. And just to let you know, I do have a full video talking about how to shop smarter online, what to look for, specifically looking at Quince products. So I'll leave that one linked at the end of this video. Okay, here's a little online shopping or browsing tip that I like to do every once in a while. Have you ever gone to a website and looked for a certain type of product like a handbag and searched low to high price? I definitely did that before when I was really just looking for the cheapest thing, but now that I'm looking for quality, I do the inverse. I look at price high to low, not because I'm necessarily wanting to buy the most expensive product, but because I want to learn from the most expensive products what to look for to find affordable alternatives that are still very high quality. So the second most expensive item, coming in at $28,000, it's a pair of white gold diamond earrings, and the total carat weight is 6 carats. That means 3 carats on each earring. Now you can see from this photo that those earrings are massive. Now to me, these look so big, they actually look fake, which I think probably goes against the idea that you're buying these earrings to look more expensive. Maybe as an evening wear, like if you have a statement necklace, I think that would look pretty good, but just on its own, especially as like a daily wear, I feel like this is just way too big. It's kind of obnoxious. So instead, I have an alternative, something that I've bought twice now, and these are cubic zirconia stud earrings, and you can buy these on Nordstrom like I'm showing you, or you can buy them on Etsy, and I just find that these are a really good alternative. I wear these when I'm working out, I wear these when I travel, and if something ever happens to them, I'm not concerned about it. Like if someone were to theoretically push me into the ocean and I lost one, I wouldn't react like this.
My earring's gone! Are you Oh my god, I'm gonna cry! My diamond earring!
I've actually recently seen a proliferation of people talking about why they buy the luxury product and the dupe, and they wear the dupe on the regular occasion. And that could be earrings, a watch, a handbag. They keep the real item at home is safe, where it can't get scratched or stolen, and it retains the value that they really want out of it. But luxury goods have been a good investment in the last few decades, so you just have to make sure that you're taking care of that item, which might mean buying the dupe to wear. This is a necklace that I actually really want, but it's a bit out of my price range. So this is a Roberto coin Venetian Princess 18 karat yellow gold with lapis lazuli and 0.15 carats of diamonds. This is an 18 karat yellow gold. Now, pure gold is 24 karat, but you typically don't see that, especially in the United States, because gold is actually really soft. So you might see a 24 karat platinum, but you're not typically going to see a 24 karat gold, which means pure gold. It doesn't last as long without getting damaged, so 18 karat is probably more likely what you're going to see. I think even my white gold wedding ring is 14 carats, if I'm not mistaken. It could be 18, but it's not 24 carats, if that tells you anything. So anyway, this necklace has lapis lazuli in a 3.69 total carat weight, and it has some diamonds in there, but only 0.15 total carat weight. And as we zoom in, you can see that these are tiny little diamonds. So they're really not worth anything. They are going to be beautiful and sparkly and hard as a diamond, but it's not something you can really resell for. And honestly, if I had this necklace, it would be one I wore my entire life. It's not something that I think I'm going to buy and then resell for more. It's not going to happen. But if you're looking at like a designer jewelry piece and you want something similar, you can find some beautiful artisans on Etsy, and I've gotten a number of jewelry pieces off of Etsy and just been really pleased with it. And I'm big on personally meaningful jewelry. It's definitely a place in your style where it's easier to express your personality and your experiences. Just stop buying the it jewelry of the year or the season, or copying some influencer's jewelry collection, and buy pieces that you resonate with and that mean something to you. The next piece is such a darling, darling, darling piece. Olympia Vuitton Lotus Book Clutch Bag. It is so gorgeous. It's embroidered design on canvas, and it also says it's limited edition and numbered. I think every design of every book clutch bag that they have is a limited edition, and so you're getting what seems like a real art piece instead of just something that's mass produced. And I just think it's gorgeous. It's a timeless idea. The bookish trend is definitely like a 2023 thing, but I think if you enjoy reading books, then this could definitely be a beautiful part of your aesthetic. But what if you don't have $1,500 for this gorgeous piece? I think Etsy is just such a useful resource for this. So we have a similar idea here. It's an embroidered book clutch, and this one is Le Printemps en France, which is spring in France or Paris, and that is the background. There's a lot of similar designs to this on Etsy, and I think you could really find something that flatters your personality, your interests, and it would be such a fun talking piece for as long as you owned it. But if you are shopping for it, please use my link that I get commission on down below in the description box so you can shop for, you know, whatever you're looking for. Okay, I misspoke earlier. I should have said that this is the product that kickstarted this video. Months and months ago, I started getting a recommended video on YouTube from a number of different channels that were comparing the La Mer Moisturizing Soft Cream to Nivea Cream. And if you don't know, Nivea Cream is really cheap. I love it. I use it all the time. It's very, very, very moisturizing. Let's look at that first. So the Nivea Cream, it says I've purchased it 3 times. I love it. I love it so much. It's so rich and moisturizing. And it's $10 for 13 ounces. In contrast, we have the luxury product, which is from La Mer, which is French for the sea. And this is an ultra soft hydrating cream that reduces the look of fine, dry lines. It costs $1,375. How wealthy do you have to be to buy $1,400 moisturizer? I don't know, but I would love to know. So what makes it worth $1,400? Well, let's see if we can find from the website. It has Miracle Broth trademark, the legendary healing elixir that flows through all of La Mer, infuses skin with sea-sourced renewing energies. So it sounds like it's just some kind of formulation that's signature to this company that they say is worth that much. And there are 1,300 reviews of this product just on Nordstrom's website. So an untold number throughout the entire World Wide Web. People are buying it essentially. But for me, I'm definitely more on the Nivea budget, and to me, it is so luxurious just to get out of the shower and just have the time to not feel rushed and just massage, you know, your moisturizer all in your skin and to feel that softness and that glow. That to me is really a luxury, just having the time to yourself, to self-care. Okay, moving into the clothing category, the first one I want to show you is a dress that's a dark floral dress, which is appropriate for winter, obviously. This is by a brand called La Double J, which is probably like my dream brand. They put feathers on everything. They have these beautiful rich colors and patterns and wonderful materials. La Double J is a Spanish brand and it is certainly out of my price range today, but let's see what makes this so expensive. It looks like the composition is 96% viscose and 4% elastane. Now you've heard me talk about viscose on this channel. I'm a huge fan of it. I should also mention that all fabrics aren't created equal, so you can expect that a higher price brand is going to have a better fabric, even if the same thing is available on Walmart's website. Y'all know one of my favorite brands right now has some dupes. This is Farm Rio. I would wear everything on this website, everything. This is a black floral midi dress with a high slit. Ooh, girl, that slit is spicy. I would probably sew that down a little bit. Let's see what the composition is. 100% viscose, so the fabric that I'm really enjoying right now. And this one just looks like it's very well designed. You can see the cups are pleated and it looks like the bodice is nice and fitted and the bottom of the dress is very flowy. The pattern looks gorgeous. But I think if we compare the luxury product to the Farm Rio product, there's just some slight differences. If you look very closely at this Farm Rio dress, the pattern doesn't line up, which it would be nearly impossible to do with this pattern. I have a few other dresses and the pattern never lines up, but typically the pattern is big enough or busy enough that you don't really notice. But if we look at the luxury dress, actually, hold up. The pattern doesn't line up for this one either, so I take back what I said. I think if you're zoomed out, you really can't tell on either one. I mean, you're just not looking for the pattern to line up, you know what I mean? I don't think anyone's really going to notice that, so as long as it doesn't bother you, it doesn't bother me. The next piece are these metallic jeans, and I think we can learn so much from this. I've had such a problem finding coated jeans that are actually jeans. These are $300, so that's, you know, pretty pricey. It says they're 79% cotton, 18% modal, and 3% elastane. What is modal? I need a refresher. A semi-synthetic fabric made from tree pulp that is used primarily for clothing, yada, yada, yada. Oh, it's a form of rayon. Okay. So this is going to be a pretty breathable and also stretchy material, but it is 80% cotton. So it's a jean that's coated. The problem I've been having with coated jeans is that anything at my price point is polyurethane. So here's a comp that I found from Abercrombie and Fitch, and they are 50 something dollars. They look great, but they do look like they're not really jeans. Yeah, this one is 100% polyurethane. They call it faux leather or vegan leather, which to me is hysterical because I think they think it's like good for the environment, but it's polyurethane. That can be good for your body or the environment. But these kids wearing these vegan leather pants, like it's good for the environment. I love it. I want to show you another pink item that I adore. These are the sleeper black tie pajamas with detachable feathers. These are pajamas that are $450 and they are so cute. It says they're 100% viscose with removable ostrich feather trim. I would never remove those feathers. I mean, they make the garment, you know? Dry clean or machine wash. Would you ever dry clean your pajamas? Because I don't know, is that a tax bracket I'm not accustomed to? Because wow. But back to reality, these are the pajamas that I actually have. 100% washable silk pajamas. These are another couple pieces from Quince, and I paid for these myself before I was ever sponsored from them. I just really love this brand. I love the high quality, but much more affordable price point, and they have all these beautiful colors. I have the color black, but I definitely would love this in crimson. It'd be so beautiful. And I'm just realizing I didn't pay this much for this shirt, so you know what? I have the regular washable stretch silk tee, which is a little bit less expensive. And then I got the silk pajama shorts. Yeah, that's what I did. And it's because I bought the silk tee in black when I was going through a dark night of the soul, and I didn't realize that I did not like wearing things that were neutral colored. I bought the silk tee in black, and then I realized it was just hanging in my closet all the time. So then I thought, hey, I've been wanting some silk pajamas. Duh, wear it as a pajama, and it's actually been great. For me, it works out really well. I would definitely recommend the washable silk from Quince, no matter which item you choose to get. The next item are some brown leather boots that are so gorgeous. This leather is, I mean, it looks sumptuous and the detail is just beautiful. It's exactly where I would put seams if I was designing boots. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about there, you can reference my fall and winter accessories video where I do a full breakdown of fall and winter boots, hats, handbags, and the details that make them look more expensive and cheap. The seams on this one look spectacular. And I love that little, what do you call it? Little peak around the ankle. These are Aquazera, the Cellular boot in 85. It says it's made out of calf leather, which is the smoothest, softest leather. But if you are looking for something a little bit more affordable, which I have some boots that are from Steve Madden, and mine are old, so it's not like I could link them, but these are a similar one from Vince Camuto. And you can see that these are obviously very beautiful. It says that It's a leather upper, so it's not going to be a calf leather. That's what's going to make the Aquazzura ones more expensive. It also says it has a synthetic or textile lining, whereas the Aquazzura ones were 100% leather. But these are really beautiful boots.
Now, they're a little more than I usually spend on boots, or rent.
Oh my God!
I know.
I'm gonna miss being able to afford food.
The next item I want to look at is a fedora. This fedora is a luxury item. It's from the brand Susanna in London, and it is such a beautiful color. I would wear this for the rest of my life. It says it's a rich wine color, fur felt, with tonal velvet trim and bow. Oh, so this is a fur felt. I've actually never tried on a fur felt hat. Nice. The one that I would recommend though is from Gigi Pip. It's $116, and this one is the Monroe Rancher. They have it in a bunch of different colors. This one is 100% soft Australian wool. So this one's wool, the luxury brand is fur felt. So that's a huge difference, but Gigi Pip's hats to me are such great quality. Even though I'm comparing it to a fur felt hat, this is a really good quality wool hat that will last you a very long time. I promised you at the beginning of the video that I'd save the most expensive item for last. In fact, it doesn't even have a price tag. The most expensive present you can give someone is your presence. Not just your time, but your attention. Now, maybe I'm biased because my top love language is quality time, but I think that anytime that you are giving someone your full presence, they can feel that love from you versus just physically being there. But things like our phones, work emails, or worrying about the next day can try to distract us. So I would challenge you to notice those things and just let them rest. I promise you that whenever you're ready to engage with those things again, they'll still be there, but you'll never get the present moment back. Your presence is expensive and it's the most beautiful gift you can give, so use it wisely. Since you enjoyed the topic of this video, I recommend that you watch my online shopping tips video next. It's chock full of tips that are going to help you to shop smarter. I'll see you next week with a brand new video, but until then, take care.